It's time to put down 2 and pick up 6.
Like a boss.
Huh.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Monday, April 9th. And I wanted to come in with a real quick video for a moonshot breakout. Bam! There you go right there. ZenCash. I wanted to walk through this chart and show you guys firsthand how this one is setting up to make you some real deal money. So, you know, get your fiat ready. Hope you got it on the blockchain because you can really cash out with this one like a boss. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. We are on tradingview.com. If you don't know, now you know. My screen name on there is BD Kelly 1203. I will be publishing this chart to my page after I'm done. You can also follow me on Patreon, where I will have this video in full uploaded for everyone there, right? So here we go. Zen BTC. First of all, for those of you that may not be familiar, I did take the opportunity to sit with the one of the higher ups. I don't know what his official title is, founder, CEO, president, you know, blockchain resident expert, Mr. Rolf Versalis. He walked me through the ZenCash business model and also his mining farm, which was absolutely amazing. So thank you again to Rolf for taking the time to speak with me. And if you haven't checked that video out, you know, just type in ZenCash BK and it will pop up for you on YouTube. I suggest you guys watch it just to learn a little bit about them, what they're doing, how they plan on doing it, you know, and then also, you know, get a look at one of the largest mining farms in North America. It's pretty amazing. So here we go. I didn't want to spend too much time talking about their business model. I wanted to more so get to the technical analysis of their equity on the blockchain, right? This is ZenBTC on a 343. We are looking at the boss method right here. It consists of really 2 major moving averages. The white is a 7, the blue is a 77, and those columns right there in the back are a 231. So a 7, 77, and a 231, simple moving day averages. And when the white goes above the blue, you know what to do. Jump on the cash train because it's leaving the station and it's time to get paid, right? So here we go. As you can see, ZEN is making some major moves lately. But, you know, one thing I want to show you guys, when you really don't have a lot of information, like if we were to look at Litecoin or Ethereum, you know, I can go all the way back out, you know, 2016, 2017, 2018. We don't really have that here. We really only have one cycle, right? To where, and actually we only really have half a cycle because, you know, the major parts of any cycle are breakout, breakdown, flatline. We really haven't even gotten that yet. So we're kind of working on these micro cycles here to where, you know, we can get a lot of good information from them, but it doesn't really give us the depth we need to work on the 343. So what do? That's cool. We jump down to a 77. If you're on a free account on TradingView, this will be your 1 hour chart. This is a 77-minute candles. 343. If you're on a free account, you can just use the 4 hour. But, you know, I use the base 7 and 11 fractals to make everything line up a lot easier for me. So what do we see? When we look on a 77, you know, it's a couple major areas that kind of jump out to you as the catalysts for energy, right? That kind of dissipate throughout the rest of the chart. That's one of them. This was a major breakout right there. right? Another area you can look at is, where did all of that energy come from? Well, look like it came from right there. You see that? So here it is on a 77-minute candle. We have two cycles, which essentially will contribute to the rest of this chart, all the flow of the energy. You remember what I tell you, 1 + 2 = 3. So if we have 1 and that's 2, then everything after that, all those energy lines, as you will see, that's going to give us our 3, right? So right off the top, one thing we can do is, just to get a general idea of the structure, the resonance inside the chart, we can just draw a basic trend line to see, if we have any type of stable relationship. And just as easy as it is, you can see that we confirm on that side. And guess what? When we copy and paste this thing and move it all the way down to that breakout point right there, right? That breakout point right there, what do we get? We almost hit this thing nail on the head. And if I cheated a little bit, if I go to where it broke out on that side, you see that? Now guess what? We got the exact point right there, and we got the exact point right there. This is what I'm saying, you guys. All of this energy, and look, it doesn't stop. It confirms again right there. All of this energy is connected. So our challenge is really just to figure out, what part of the cycle we're looking at. All of the energy in the universe is of one single source. That's why it's called a universe. One chord, one note, one resonance, one sound, one frequency, right? So all we're doing is we're breaking this thing apart and saying, okay, this is a part right here. Okay, where does that connect? Bam! There we go. That is one cycle right there. Boom, 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 right? Let's drop a horizontal line in right there so we can kind of pinpoint that energy, right? Pinpoint it down. It was a capstone right around Halloween, 10/26, right? And let's drop one in right there, right? So now we kind of got these two major points isolated that we're going to be building from on the rest of this chart, right? And if we actually draw a triangle, a 90-degree triangle, we're going to take it from that line. And I got to see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take it from that line. What I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to start it right there because I see I can get just a flat vertical line and capture all of that information. I'm going to take it out to there. And I'll just drag it up, say right there for now. We'll come back to that. I'll show you how we do that in a second. If we do our Fibonacci, right? Watch this. Fibonacci. Boom, boom. Doesn't look like it shows us much, right? First thing you need to note is this area right here. That area right there. Change this color to like white or something. I don't like all those yellow boxes. That area right there, we want to confirm that area. That's a major critical moment, right? So we need to confirm that area. So this Fibonacci doesn't work from those two intersections. Well, what can we do? We can simply move it up. And, for those of you mechanics out there, it's like sometimes you just got to jingle the keys in the ignition a little bit to get it to kick and turn over. And then all of a sudden you got a completely different machine. That's all we did right there. We took it to the top of that energy cycle as opposed to the intersection. And now we see that the bottom confirmed on the 1/6. This is all that we need. Now I could go in here and drop a triangle in from let's reverse this thing. So now we got the bottom confirmed at the 1.6. Let's reverse it and say, okay, well, what does it look like when we go up? Bam! There it goes. That means this will be the capstone area of this cycle at the 1.6 going up, right? And now I can draw my power triangle to capture all of this energy. Bam, bam. And then I'm going to take this thing as far as I can at a right angle. That way I can get everything I can in there. See that? And all I'm doing is I'm just literally going straight across where that 1.6 would have been. That's our 1.6 line right there. All I'm doing is I'm drawing this triangle straight across. Boom. Boom. Actually, we keep those white boxes. I kind of like that. That kind of look clean. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Boom, boom, boom. That's our power triangle right there. That is all of the energy you need to be cognizant of to run in between these cycles. Because guess what? Once we know that, let's just check out where we're at right now. You can see all we're doing right now is we are bouncing on top of that 0.5. That means this thing is literally halfway in between the original node that it came from, that 0 to 1 node. If we just put this little line right there, that will be the floor of our cycle, right? Another thing we could do, check this out with this triangle, is we can copy and paste it and just bring it back to that node of energy that we started it from. Boom, boom. And check it out. We almost hit it. Right there. You see? It's like in limbo. Once it does that, it comes back in, it drops. Now it's inside that triangle again. Boom, boom. Let's do it one more time. To connect this one. And that's our energy going up. That's gonna be where, look at that. And it hits right on top of that 1.6. That's where we expect this thing to run to over the course of this next cycle. Now, will it hit inside of June? Because that thing looked like it's, you know, right there inside of middle of May, early June. Let's see. Last thing we could do, keep in mind, I'm trying to throw you guys some new techniques because, you know, everything is not measurable the same way every single time. But one thing I think we might be able to do on this one is bring out our sine line and just kind of run it from that green box to that green box, right? To where if we took a basic sine wave, let's color this thing orange, and we went from there all the way up to that one. That kind of gives us that macro cycle. You see that? And guess what? Once we go through it, it goes up. That was our peak energy right there. This is kind of like our end of one cycle, beginning of another cycle. That's kind of like a half macro cycle. And then when it comes down, you see how it just rides that line down, rides it down. But guess what? Now it's riding it up. And guess what? It hit it, bam, nail on the head where we were looking at before. And then it comes back down. Do you see how this energy flows now? And guess where we're at now? Boom! We hit the bottom of it. And now we're literally going to be riding this thing up. right? Once we break out that 1, watch out, because that's when we're going right on top of that 1.6, right? And so if you're looking, to get some real deal profits in the market, that's what you're looking at. 65% in a couple of months. And you could take that one to the bank. And for the record, that is how you chart like a boss. Oh, so without further ado, I think ZenCash is an amazing buy right now. I'm very confident in it. I stand behind my word. Shook Mr. Rolf's hand and, said, I believe in the vision. So I'm happy to be communicating this information to you guys at a time prevalent for you to profit and make money. I think the energy is coming into the market. A lot of these altcoins are looking very, very strong. This just happens to be leading the pack at this moment in time. And like I said, I stand behind my picks. I stand behind my work. I think my resume speaks for itself. But if you don't know, we could jump back over here. I could break it down like a fraction. I said I was doing these weekly crypto forecasts for you. Well, let's see how week 1 went. I released this list not too long ago, April 1st. And bam! Hit them over the head with it. In 3 coins, we had 3 of the top performers in the market, right? And I'll give you a hint. This week's list, the list I just put out yesterday on patreon.com @BKCryptoTrader, that list had ZenCash on it. You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to cash out like a king, you know what I'm saying, come over and kick it with the boss. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Patreon.com @BKCryptoTrader. Shout out to the ZenCash team. It's time to make some moves in the market. It's time to get paid. With that being said, it's that time of the day signing out. This is the boss, your boy BK. No matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay or California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Make sure you join the money team. Come on over to Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Join the community. Copy and paste this URL. Text somebody you care about. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Until we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.